On a cold and silent night, the atmosphere was imbued with a quiet yet unsettling presence that seeped into every stone of the abandoned house standing alone on the hillside. The dilapidated mansion, cloaked in dark shadows, exuded a timeless sense of mystery and sorrow. The windows, like vacant eyes, watched over the overgrown garden where twisted vines and unkempt foliage added to the eerie ambiance. Each creak of the ancient wooden floorboards echoed through the halls, stirring memories of days long past when laughter and chatter filled these now desolate rooms. The wind, whistling and howling as it passed through broken panes, seemed to carry whispers of a forgotten era, murmuring stories of love lost and lives abandoned. Faded portraits on the walls hinted at happier times, yet their eyes now appeared mournful and heavy with secrets unsaid. The crumbling facade of the house was illuminated only by the pale glow of a distant moon that barely penetrated the thick cover of clouds, adding an ethereal quality to the scene. Every corner of the building seemed to harbor a hidden sorrow, a lingering spirit waiting for release. The chill in the air amplified the sense of foreboding, inviting only the brave or the curious into its depths. As silence enveloped the night, the stage was silently set for events that would soon shake the very soul of anyone daring enough to step inside. The house bore the scars of time, its walls marked by the passage of countless storms and the relentless march of decay. Each crack and crevice told a piece of the mansion's enigmatic history, evoking both wonder and trepidation. In the stillness of that lonely night, the heritage of grief and lingering secrets mingled, creating a backdrop that was both captivating and ominous, promising that the night would unravel mysteries beyond imagination. This introduction sets the tone for a journey into paranormal enigmas, where every shadow hides secrets, and every silence whispers mysteries untold. The house stands as a timeless witness to the merging of past and present, inviting the brave to uncover its hidden truths. Under the gentle glow of dim streetlights, Areeba arrived at the house with a curious enthusiasm. With her smartphone in hand, she stepped inside the creaking entrance, her heart both excited and cautious. The ambience, though eerie, sparked her artistic vision as she captured selfies against ancient stone walls and worn-out furnishings. Every click of her camera documented her exploration. She chronicled the subtle interplay of shadows and light over intricate patterns carved long ago. As she moved through the corridors, her eyes absorbed every detail, from the peeling paint and broken wood to the faint traces of what once was joyful music, ensuring that her content would resonate with viewers. Areeba's modern perspective provided a refreshing contrast to the silent sorrow that permeated the house. Each step she took seemed to awaken the dormant memories of the building. The house, steeped in history, whispered stories of those who had walked these halls before her. The narrative of forgotten lives and mysterious occurrences intertwined with her contemporary approach to storytelling, creating a bridge between old legends and new insights. In this quiet exploration, the gentle play of ambient sounds added a special touch to her recordings. The soft hum of the wind, combined with the distant creaks of the settling structure, contributed to a subtle soundtrack that elevated her creative expression. While she smiled at the camera, aiming to share a lighthearted moment, the house's secret past lurked just beyond the frame. Here, in this interplay of modern curiosity and timeless mystery, Areeba unknowingly began her journey towards an encounter beyond simple content creation. Every captured image and recorded moment became a silent testimony to the overlapped worlds of the living and the lingering spirits. The gentle yet precise documentation of each corner and crevice promised to unravel mysteries that lay hidden beneath the surface of the abandoned house, inviting viewers to join her on an enigmatic adventure. Nightfall deepened as the abandoned house seemed to become a living character of its own. In the silent darkness, subtle sounds began to manifest, a peculiar symphony of whispers, distant footsteps, and creaking doors that defied explanation. The structure's old bones groaned under the weight of unseen presences, and the atmosphere grew heavier with each passing moment. Shadows danced along the walls as the moon's faint light played tricks on the eyes, creating fleeting images that one might dismiss as mere imagination. Yet, the persistent sensation of being watched was undeniably real. As the minutes turned to hours, the subtle noises grew into a more insistent chorus. A gentle thud echoing from the empty upper floor caused the air to vibrate with an eerie resonance, as if the very walls of the house were attempting to communicate forgotten messages from another realm. Each unexplained sound stirred a mixture of curiosity and apprehension, hinting at a presence that lurked just beyond the reach of understanding. The ambient murmurs were not random. They formed a pattern that echoed the sorrow of past tragedies and hinted at an unresolved destiny imprinted in the house's ancient foundations. In the midst of the night, a distinct sound emerged, one that set the heartbeat racing and the mind into a state of quiet alarm. The voice, soft yet unnervingly clear, was barely audible, but carried with it a powerful warning. It was as though an unseen force was beckoning, urging any intruder to leave the house immediately. The sound, originating from a shadowed corridor, cut through the silence like a distant, mournful song that left an indelible mark on the soul of anyone who heard it. Every sound, every whisper in that blackened hall spoke of secrets buried deep within the house's history, urging an unspoken warning that nothing in this forsaken place was ever as it seemed. The blend of sounds intensified the mystery that would soon unfold within these walls. Darkness took on a new, more personal meaning as the second night arrived, and Areeba found herself lost in a haunting nightmare. In this unsettling dream, the boundaries between reality and the supernatural blurred. The nightmare opened with a vision of a young girl engulfed in flames, her skin marked by deep, unyielding burns. The fiery light cast eerie, dancing shadows that twisted around the girl's anguished face, revealing eyes filled with sorrow and anger. This spectral figure, with her gaze burning like coals, moved with an otherworldly fluidity that defied human explanation. Throughout the dream, the burning apparition appeared again and again, each time with an intensity that threatened to overwhelm Areeba's senses. The nightmare was rich with symbolism, as the flames mirrored the intense emotions of both agony and liberation. The burning girl seemed trapped between worlds, embodying the profound pain of a spirit yearning for freedom, yet bound to a fate of eternal torment. The vivid imagery left an indelible impression on Areeba's mind, bridging the gap between sleep and waking horror. Upon awakening, Areeba was gripped by a sudden, cold realization. The lingering sensations of the nightmare clung to her, intensifying with each heartbeat. A stark, burning mark had mysteriously appeared on her hand, a searing imprint that was an undeniable testament to the dream's powerful impact. This mark, glowing faintly in the dim morning light, served as a chilling reminder that what she experienced in sleep might be intricately linked to the cursed legacy of the house. The line between nightmare and reality had become dangerously thin, leaving her with an unsettling premonition of the horrors that were yet to come. During one of her restless wanderings through the shadowed corridors, Areeba stumbled upon a forgotten diary concealed behind a loose panel within an old cabinet. Its worn leather cover and yellowed pages carried the weight of untold years, each mark and faded letter hinting at secrets long buried. As she carefully turned the delicate pages, the diary revealed a somber account of life within the house, chronicling tales of love, loss, and lingering curses. The entries spoke of a mysterious affliction that befell anyone who dared to reside within these eerie walls for more than a night, a curse known simply as the poisoned soul. The diary was more than just a record of events. It was a living testament to the anguish and desperation of those who had come before her. Every scribbled note and hurried scrawl testified to a deep sorrow and the stark inevitability of fate. The narrative detailed strange occurrences, inexplicable vanishings, and encounters with an unseen force that relentlessly pursued its victims. The discovery sent a shiver down her spine as she absorbed the gravity of the curse inscribed within these pages. The diary connected the haunted past of the mansion with the present, intertwining her destiny with the sorrowful history etched in every word. This chilling account not only deepened the mystery surrounding the house, but also foreshadowed the unfolding terror that would soon grip her life. Perusing the diary further, Areeba uncovered cryptic annotations and hurried corrections in the margins. These scribbled notes hinted at encounters with a malevolent spirit and warned of dire consequences for neglecting supernatural signs. Each line reinforced the pervasive curse, linking past tragedies with her fate. The faded ink and trembling handwriting conveyed the despair of the diary's author. In that moment, the diary served as both an archive of grim memories and a harbinger of peril ahead, weaving hope, fear, and forewarning into its somber narrative. As midnight deepened and silence reigned, subtle changes began to take shape in Areeba's demeanor. The once bright curiosity in her eyes was giving way to a shadow of emptiness. A slow, almost imperceptible shift took place as the air around her hummed with a mysterious energy. The house, with its age-old secrets, seemed to imbue her with a strange, otherworldly quality. Unnoticed at first, a faint glow began to emanate from her eyes, hinting at an inner transformation that chilled the heart. Every movement grew measured and deliberate, as if Areeba was losing control over her own actions. The subtle twitch of her fingers and the distant look in her gaze betrayed the intrusion of an unseen presence. The transformation was gradual yet relentless, a quiet invasion that crept into the corners of her mind without a sound. The house itself appeared to conspire in this change, its walls whispering of ancient curses and a fate that no living soul could escape. In that eerie stillness, the inevitable merger of her spirit with the haunted legacy had begun. The transformation was marked not by a dramatic outburst, but by a series of small, unsettling signs that left no doubt. Areeba was no longer entirely in command of her body. It was as if a part of her was surrendering to the insidious force that had long dwelled within these walls, setting the stage for what was to come. A subtle chill confirmed that an otherworldly influence was now in control. As the tension in the old house reached its peak, a climactic moment unfolded in a wave of surreal transformation. The oppressive silence was shattered when the house, as if awakened by ancient forces, seemed to exhale a chilling breath that animated every corner of its crumbling structure. In that moment, Areeba's appearance began to change in subtle yet unmistakable ways. The once familiar sparkle in her eyes faded into a spectral glow, and her every movement took on an eerie, deliberate grace. The unexplainable presence within the house made itself known by merging with her essence, turning her youthful features into a visage of timeless sorrow and ageless mystery. In this pivotal confrontation, the atmosphere vibrated with both grief and a quiet, vengeful fury. The transformation was not sudden but steady, as if each moment extracted a piece of her former self. It became apparent that Areeba was now caught between two opposing forces, her natural instincts and the insidious heritage of the poisoned soul. The environment grew charged with an electric tension, every whisper and shadow contributing to the unfolding drama. At the height of this eerie encounter, the energy coalesced into a final, resolute act. Areeba, with a haunting serenity, directed all her altered focus towards the unseen lens capturing the moment. In that frozen instant, the blend of human vulnerability and spectral dominance was undeniable. The culmination of despair, defiance, and the relentless pull of the supernatural was etched into every detail of her transformed presence, leaving an indelible mark on the soul of the forsaken dwelling. Every element of the encounter resonated with a deep historical pain, merging the past with the present, as the very fabric of the house bore witness to this transformative clash between mortality and the spirits that had long haunted its halls. As the final curtain of the harrowing night drew near, the house revealed its last somber spectacle. The lingering presence of Areeba, now completely transformed by the curse, was visible not as a person, but as a spectral embodiment of the poisoned soul. In the dim light of the fading evening, the once vibrant spirit was enveloped by a sorrowful silence that spoke louder than any scream. The abandoned corridors and time-worn walls bore the echoes of her tragic metamorphosis, as every step and shadow told a story of loss, despair, and eerie resignation. The air was heavy with a mix of regret and warning, as if the very foundation of the house whispered a caution that resonated within every crevice. The transformation of Areeba served as a dire reminder of the fate that awaited anyone who dared to trespass into the realm of old curses and forgotten tragedies. No longer was the house merely a backdrop for mystery. It had, in its own silent way, claimed another soul for its cursed legacy. In this final moment of eerie calm, the lingering visage of Areeba appeared on the cracked screen of an abandoned camera, her eyes reflecting centuries of sorrow. The haunting image was a final testimony, an indelible imprint warning viewers of the house's dark secret. With each fading heartbeat, the spectral form became a poignant symbol of the irreversible bond between man and the supernatural. The house itself seemed to groan under the weight of its tragic history, urging all who encountered it to heed the silent call of caution. As the screen slowly faded to black, a whisper emerged from the depths of the night, a final, haunting warning echoing through the corridors of time. This warning, filled with both despair and urgency, left an everlasting impression: to venture no further into that forsaken place, for its curse was eternal and its soul forever poisoned. Thus, the final vision remains imprinted in memory, a poignant reminder that some secrets demand respect and every threshold carries a price beyond measure. May this tale echo in hearts of those who listen.